All right, hello. Welcome back, everyone. So when we last left off, we got ambushed by some weird creatures in the forest. The lady that we met, she put her own dog down, so that he didn't have to suffer. It's kind of crazy. And then she just told us to go back home alone, and then to walk home. So now I hate her. But we finally made it home, and we're gonna figure out soon if our new cousin roommate figured out that we ate a lot of the ice cream. It did some other weird stuff around the house, so here we go. It's gonna be pretty interesting. Oh wait, and then we're at the construction site. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to remember everything. Oh yeah, so we're trying to avoid our cousin, but figure out some information. Wait, really? What is she doing here? Clearly, she's doing a delinquency. I mean, yeah, but what kind of delinquency? Only one way to find out. Let's go after her. Rush over the hill and get your bearings. The sounds of active mining fade into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. Something about the mine feels wrong, as though a cold anger lies burning inside, sucking the life from the surrounding hills. This is the site of a mass grave. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place didn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. This game keeps getting more and more interesting, actually. Hey, I remember all those bad feelings I got last night. This place feels straight up cursed. I mean, like, Kaneka said a lot of people died down there. There's a lot of spooky history in this place. For all we know, maybe all that death left some kind of mark down there. Okay, just because a bunch of people died in there doesn't mean it's cursed. Come on. Not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if that means I have to go underground. Do we even have, like, a flashlight or anything? Well, you sure? Daddy Drunk and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I hate the thought of other people getting trapped down there even more. For fuck's sakes, we're actually going down here. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Ooh. I actually think it's a good idea to call her. We're all three gonna be down here. There's not gonna be any cell service. Like, yeah, she's gonna be mad, but we'll be safer if we call her. So call her. Pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the shawl mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why did these things keep happening to me? Whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. called you as a courtesy, but I'm not gonna wait around for you. I swear to God. Hang up. Let's go in the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over. Your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Isn't that true? That, like, we kept getting, like, taller and taller over time? So, like, if you go into, like, really old places, like, it's made for, like, 4'2" and, like, or not 4'2", but like 5'2", 5'3" people. And then now we're like 100 years later. Like now we're all like 6 foot, so we'd be like hitting our heads on this shit. I don't know. Maybe it's not true. Hey, you made it. Told you you would. For a second there, Kaneka thought you were making a beeline for Tabby. Street smart lie. I was checking behind us to make sure the coast was clear. That's smart. I can't imagine what would happen if your cousin caught us down here. If we didn't see Rosalina disappear into this hellhole, you wouldn't catch me dead in a place like this. Though maybe I shouldn't speak too soon. They might catch all of us dead in here. Don't worry, y'all. This place hasn't had a major collapse in over 100 years. We'll be fine. Lightning never strikes twice, right? This is the biggest fucking jinx that I've ever heard in my entire life. If this was me, I would leave right now. If somebody said this to me when I was going into a mine, I'd be out. I'm leaving. Well, what matters if the gang's all here? We'll find Rosalina in no time. Press on. The deeper you progress in the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal, dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Jesus! It's cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be. This one's a real bad. You know, because of the child miners, or should I say, the miners. Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. Lol. I actually snuck down here a few times to try to get some good footage. Part of my ghost hunting phase. Oh no. Jesus, Stella. The things you do for your viewers, did you find anything? I wish. If there's any place in Scarlet Hollow that was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Stella pauses as the sound rushes overhead. Oh my god, what was that? The mine's gonna collapse and we're gonna die in here, aren't we? Yep. Yep. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. This brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. She turns their flashlight to an alcove overhead. These guys got me real good last time I was in here alone. Oh my god. There's fucking bats down here? I'm gonna get rabies. I'm gonna get rabies and then die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just a little on edge. She stopped mid-sentence. A thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? A hateful and broken presence stirs in the deep. It doesn't want you here. That was a warning. We have to move fast before something terrible happens. Whoa, you don't think it's Tommy knockers, do you? What the? No, Tommy knockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? I'd love to spend some extra time poking around here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. The three of you interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, that wasn't Tommy knockers. Came from this way. Follow me. Follow Stella. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at you with annoyance. What the fuck are you guys all doing in here? What the hell are you doing in here? You creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. Oh, okay. Got a little spicy girl here. There's something terrible in this place that wants to be left alone. Get out of here before it leaves its mark on you. Tell your creepy friend to leave us alone, General Store Lady. Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. Oh wait, can I give the peanuts? If you ask me, he was right to worry. What the hell would you think hanging out at Old Mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Because no one usually comes in here, duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found. So I guess we need to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can't be. But at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow? Get off my lawn! This mine is my lawn. Let's fall break. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? The teens avoid eye contact. Miles tries to melt the cavern wall. Oh no. I know that isn't you. Miles, it better not be you. Yeah, whatever. It's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays and Mom's there, so whatever. Eyes darting comfortably around the cavern as Kanika tears into her brother. Or tears into her brother. It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? You know what I would give to be so carefree as you? I would have school, so you would have a chance to live your life. And this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could see this? Stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? Dad, dead, Kanika. Oh, shit. We're talking about him. Dad's dead, Kanika. But if he was here, you'd be disappointed. You wound up being such a bossy jerk. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere no one's supposed to bother us? Both of y'all should cool it. There's no reason we can't all safely chill here together? What? You know what? Fuck it. Hell yeah, right on. Teen in the beanie passes you a canned margarita. You know, it's not actually even that dangerous down here. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility. He says they only abandoned the mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. So your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis. He got promoted last month. Oh, shit. I forgot I called Tabitha. Correction. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. What? Oh, shit. Oh, hey, Tabby. Oh my god. Did you? You did call her, didn't you? That's why it took you a minute to catch up with us. It's probably for the best that she's here. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on. This place is way sturdy. Check it out. The team with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh. Was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? My god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. Sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Enough. The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. I can't believe I actually agreed with Tabitha about anything. But this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Oh, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time. And I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation. Well, with the whole ditchling thing. But outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave. Much like it's entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mind's not clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear the sad 20-something to shreds. Tear? Hey, I'm defending you. And I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she's sad. So what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Oof. This is tough. Is that just like the new norm? Is like when we grow up, we just get some level of sadness? I think it could be true. But this is the reason why, like, it's so cool to be a kid. Like, you do stupid shit and you don't really, like, get punished for it. Like, yeah, you might get yelled at or something. But if you do the shit as an adult, then all of a sudden, like, oh, you're going to jail for trespassing. Even though you're just, like, trying to go do something and have fun. I don't know. Like, life is fucking hard. I remember how easy it used to be when I was a kid. And how bad I wanted to grow up. Now I'm like, please let me go back. Even though my childhood was like particularly kind of hard. I think it's still easier than being an adult. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It actually looks... Actually, a pretty sick setup. So, like, when my mom and my dad were fighting, me and my dad moved out, but we didn't have, like, any hot water. So, he literally, like, heated up big-ass pots of hot water and then poured them into the bathtub. And then that's how I would take baths when this all happened. So, I relate to this so much. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're gonna do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalina. I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. What? And I should care because... Because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and he's lying to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, like, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish you would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like... He doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyways. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know? I rest my case. Wait. What did you say about child labor? The children yearn for the mines. I'm sure Oscar is doing this to protect you. From what? Even if the ghosts were real, what would they even do? Yell boo in your face? Really scary. Totally justifies living in a dusty old library. Whoa. I mean, I don't want to test, like, it seems like ghosts might not have a lot of power, but I wouldn't want to, like, throw that in their face. Yo, we should break in and, like, ghost bust it or something. Oh my god, Zane. You can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you actually know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust in if she was actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Damn. Wish somebody would offer me this. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There's no ghost. I don't care. And I can't believe I wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. Suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets a black lung, gets crushed by rocks, or any of the terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. No. No. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. This isn't why we came down here. But we gotta check it out. Stella. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be any higher. After all this, we talked for like an hour. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. Come along too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody is going deeper in the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives up. It'll be fun. It will not. Wait a second. Where'd 3 of you running off to? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off. And like, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. They must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. The perfectly child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get those hips through there. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I'm literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults. We could already been done with this little mess, but no. We just have to be reminiscent from a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago? They yearn for the mine. I was trying to get you to leave my mine. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel entrance. We're not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here 1,000,000 times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. And then 2 seconds later, it's gonna start collapsing. Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mine. I'll go look for them. And I want each and every one of you to take a note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? It'd be my priority. For sure. If I make the effort to go all the way into a fucking mine and tell kids to get the hell out, and then they're just like, ignore me? Like, I don't want to get sued for that. I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Daddy Drunk. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure. I could never fit in the tunnel anyway. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot. So my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. I'll happily escort these two knuckleheads out. No, you are not about to weasel your way out of the Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine. Won't waste my time arguing. There's no way around it. The kids yearn for the mine. Noted. Not linger any longer. We'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, won't be long. Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Kanika, Miles, and Zane head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, they're dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Alright, let's go. As the three of you move deeper in the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. But Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was like really cool. Why are we trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around. So we can't just let her boss us around. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Hey! I don't know, I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? True. Only me. I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice. I make plenty from ads and donations. How does that feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? I feel nothing about it. Their opinions of children don't interest me. Same. I don't know. You kind of hesitated there. You're running into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. You do care. Aww. Dang, Stella, meat rice? That's a big deal. Thank you, thank you. It feels like a big step for the channel. Oh man, I wish they were gossiping about me. Gosh, I'm not so sure about that. Well, there's teens, but some of that stuff stung. Another knock closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another and another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as the kids? It's not just you. Okay, the knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sound. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. I knew coming down here was a bad idea. Nobody's gonna die unless you start panicking. Get a grip on yourself. Are you sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? Yes, I'm familiar with all the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber not too far from here where everything joins back up. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens. Their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot anger. It hates you. But at the heart of it, you can sense something else. The quiet hum of a darker presence. The heart calls to you, desperate to be witnessed. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over the ledge. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. A lot of these ladders were not made out of wood, by the way. They were made out of, like, iron. It would leak too much for wood. So iron would rust, of course, but it would last a lot longer than wood would. Pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you said you've been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was this way, actually. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca. Yeah, they're close, alright. Good thing they're so damn loud. Sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you. Those are the teens and your companions. Sound odd, distant. Step forward. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, but you don't hear it. Walk towards it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest. Desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Hey, are you alright, Daddy Drum? You're a witness. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Cousin dives towards you, but not before the light of your phone. Said we wouldn't use the shipment. You know it was compromised. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. Still sturdy enough. It'll get the job done. Daddy's drunk. Daddy drunk, are you alright? Oh, thank God. You're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something. And then you and Tabby just conked out. I'm fine. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm gonna get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitude more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panic voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I've let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will, Alexis. You don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with intensity of the hellish sound. God, the knocking is not helping my headache. What the fuck just happened? Both of us were shown the dark truth of this place, the sins that were committed, the deaths that followed. There's gotta be fumes or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. Probably just hallucinated. Are you literally gaslighting me? I said I saw it too. Stop being weird. We're leaving. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath. It looks like she's been crying. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking. That is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up that ladder, both of you. But wait. Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The best thing we can do to help those little girls right now is to not be buried alive ourselves. Oh, God. No, we should leave, right? We should definitely leave. We should definitely leave. Well, I don't know. They're just kids. Like, if this was adults, I would just say just leave. If they're so stupid they're gonna do that when they're like adults, then fine. These are just kids though. Let's go save the kids. Daddy drunk, don't do this to me. Don't you do this to them. Are you trying to get us killed? Thank you. They're back this way, hurry. The mines shake, with each thunderous blow as the bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter on the floor around you. Rosalina leads the way, and Tabitha isn't far behind you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you would have been down here a million times already. I was making it up, okay? Swear to God, Daddy drunk, if we get stuck down here. Shut up. You trying to push my button? We're coming. Just stay where you are. Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. Then move. Okay, okay. So you push your way back towards the entrance. Pieces of fallen rock littering the path behind you. All of you start climbing. Now. One of the last teens is up. Tabitha grabs onto the ladder and starts climbing. Climb out of the pit. This way, come on. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who's spent her entire life in and around coal mines. Why couldn't you just listen to someone other than yourself, Becca? Jesus, is this really the time? You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you see cracks forming on the wall of the tunnel. Come on, we gotta go faster. We're almost there, I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. And then the knocking fades and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. Shit. Why? Why did this have to happen? Okay, the knocking stopped at least. All of you stay exactly where you are. I'm gonna make some calls. This really hurts. Stella and Kanika popped their heads in through the mine entrance. Tabitha just stormed out of there. Are you? Oh my god. Rosalina, can you hear me? I'm gonna get you out of here, okay? I already called an ambulance. That means cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went in there to drink, right? Who gives a shit? When Dad finds out, he'll kill me. No, it doesn't matter. In a panic, Becca runs for the entrance and pushes her way through. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gate. Make sure they can find us up here. I should check in with Tabby. See if she needs help. We're gonna give you help. Everything's gonna be okay. This probably sucks. Like, I don't know. Like, if this is like a real boulder that fell down, they're probably gonna amputate the leg. You can't just like heal from that. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here and you're gonna be just fine, okay? Daddy Drunk and Alexis. We'll keep you safe until then. Am I gonna die? No, you're not gonna die from this. No way. I've seen people bounce back from worse. Thanks, Daddy Drunk? Rosalina's breath comes in quick, regular bursts. You're definitely gonna lose your leg, though. So. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. No, you'll survive. I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We should have gone down there. We shouldn't have gone down there. It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you, Daddy Drunk. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. Whatever happens tonight, you should remember it, Alexis. True. What are you trying to do? Make some sort of after-school special? He's probably right, though. If I were just smart and brave like you, I wouldn't have let Becca drag me around down there. You wouldn't have had to go after us. And then you wouldn't be. You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. This just isn't fair. Rosalina, can you hear me? Yeah, still awake. It just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. Just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Alexis grabs Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moments to pass before help arrives. Fuck, man. I've been in the situation before where you're just sitting there waiting for like an ambulance to arrive to help. Not just me, like, I don't really care about me. But, other people. So sad. You just kind of sit there and then, like, you want to help so bad, but there's nothing you can do. Like, I mean, these days, I am like semi-prepared to be able to help people. Like, I have a like a little IFAK, and then a tourniquet and stuff like that. But seeing people hurt, like, when I was younger, and before the army, like, I didn't know how to help anyone. Ooh. Okay. I'll be right back. Honestly, I need to take a second. Alright, my bad. I was thinking about some stuff in the past. Here we go, here we go. My men are on the way with rock lifts. The fuck is a rock lift? We'll get you out of there soon. You're over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ. You were kidding about the emergency. There'll still be a bit for the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour. You heard the man. You have a half an hour to get out of here. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. And hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. I wish my dad cared about me like this. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're headed to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. She gonna be okay? She's gonna make it, right? It's a leg. It's not even like up where the arteries and stuff are. But she's gonna lose that leg. We're gonna do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby, I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. Love you, Dad. My dad doesn't love me. Paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. The fuck you want, Oscar? The hell happened in there? It seems like the seams of reality are fraying here. No one is safe. Ominous, but not helpful. What Daddy Drunk is trying to say is that Tommy knockers brought down the mine. I can't believe they're actually real, but I got some audio of the knocking on my phone. Must have been furious that we went down there. It doesn't matter what caused it. I'm just sorry it happened, Oscar. It's all my fault. She's been so angry with me. If I'd just been able to provide more stability, she wouldn't be doing things like this, putting herself in danger. I'm sure she thinks that I'm making things up about her house being haunted. But I've seen things I can't explain. It's only gotten worse over time. She told us about it down in the mine. For what it's worth, I believe you. No comment, but after tonight, I don't know. Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you. Thanks, doll. That means a lot. Yeah, all we got to do is put it on our YouTube channel, and then the haunted mansion is just automatically cured. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'll be good for you, for her to see a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. You know she's not going to be okay. The paramedic said she was stable. She's a tough lady. I can't believe you left us down there. Alright, lay off her. If she didn't leave when she did, the ambulance might not have gotten here in time. No, Kanika, it's okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know what idea how long the two of you would be out of commission. I had to go get help. Hey, at least you're alive, right? So what happens now? We go home. Okay, Tabitha. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a... Oh my god. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss, in private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick, and don't you dare try to pull anything on him. He did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. This is the younger cop? Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. I'm Sheriff Hugby. This is Deputy Derrickson. But you can call me Earl. Pleased to make your acquaintance. We both saw your little incident at the diner yesterday. Oh, you know what? I puked up the slime. Hopefully that and tonight's little accident hasn't colored your perception of our town. Well, lovely place to live, if you ask me. Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it might be odd if these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property Daddy Drunk's family happens to own? What? And don't you think it's even a mite bit odder that Daddy Drunk happened to be there with them at the time of the said collapse? What the fuck are you guys saying? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't particular. Though I'm sure you're an upright citizen, Daddy Drunk. And that all this is surely an unfortunate coincidence. Still, a good cop should ask themselves these questions. Yeah, sure, we'll get to these questions, but what about the miner that's stalking me? His name is Sam Wayne, and he used to work at the mines there. Seems an awfully lot like a deflection to me, wouldn't you say, Earl? This is a nice town. People don't go around stalking strangers in these parts. Please, I'm in fear for my life. Alright, fine. We'll take a description. You watch too many movies, kid. Now can you tell us what happened down there? Yeah, we were chaperoning them. We knew they were looking for trouble and figured if we were there, we could help them avoid most of it. Oh, sure. Good to watch out for the younger folks. Could have kept them out of the mines, though. You just be looking after them. But teens can be difficult, I understand. I'm a father of 2 teen girls myself. Things they get away with. All this to say, from here on out, Daddy Drunk, you should do your best to stay out of trouble. There's plenty to do around town that isn't spelunking around unstable mines. I suggest you try to have an uneventful week. The only place I want to see your face again is the funeral on Sunday. God rest Pearl Ann. God rest her. Alrighty then. Have a good one, Daddy Drew. Deputy Douchebag tips his head at you. The 2 officers wander back towards the mine. Douchebag taking notes as they examine the scene. Make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe it. I left them behind in there to get help. It's my fault. Stella, no, you did your best. It's not your fault. Oh, hey, I guess the cops are done with you? They're gonna take you in for being present at an accident? Sorry I have to give you a hard time, small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters. Even acts of God, I guess. Excellent. You didn't get arrested. Thank you, Tabby. Now, come on. Let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. See you tomorrow, okay, Daddy Drunk? Excuse me, I? Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to the car, pulling you by the arm. See you tomorrow. Alright, now we're in the BMW again. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. You were dating Sam Wade. What happened to him? Oh, damn. I don't know what you've been told, but I'm really not in the mood to talk about it. So whatever rumors people have spreading about me, not after tonight. I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Yeah, me too. I gotta focus on the road, though. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. You and Kanika don't really seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. Is there some kind of history, or... No, I quit talking. I need to focus on the road. Poor Rosalina. You should have kept tighter reins on that girl. I never got into any trouble like this when I was a teen. And I have Pearland to thank for it. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. What am I telling you this for? You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you. And about Pearland. Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy for it right now. But I think I like that. By the way, I ate a bunch of your ice cream. You're right, there are a lot of adults that should have done a better job tonight. Exactly. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents. That's why I'm not a parent. And clearly, there are some parents who aren't ready. Yes. So, I don't know who's gonna listen to this, or who needs to hear this. But if you don't have, like, your own shit together, you shouldn't even be considering a kid. Like, I'm talking, like, emergency fund set up with, like, 6 months of income, like a car that's paid off, a really good housing situation. Like, I know my sister my sister's like renting a single wide trailer from my dad, and then she went off and got knocked up. And then, like, she has an okay job, but not, like, anything amazing. Probably, like, 15 bucks an hour. Like, that's not enough to be able to, like, afford a brand new car, like, up the trailer she's living in, baby food, all the normal other expenses that come along with it, or, like, emergencies that pop up. There's no way. There's no way. I don't want a kid because I'm scared that I would be a bad parent. Like, I have the other qualifications, but I don't want to ruin someone's life that didn't ask to be here, basically. And that's really weird to say, but that's just how I feel. Take Oscar. There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive. And here he is having a kid at 19. I think that was around I think my sister was like 21. And clearly letting her just do whatever the hell she wants. And look where they got her. Even if she didn't lose that leg. Even if she doesn't lose that leg, she's gonna carry what happened tonight for the rest of her life. Exactly. Like, this is like bad parenting 101. And she's definitely losing that leg. It was a giant boulder that smashed down on her leg. It's not fair. Do you want kids? It seems like that struck a nerve. Lots of people want kids. How are you holding up? Poorly. But I'd rather not get into it. Sorry about the day. Doesn't answer. Sorry for apologizing? Am I talking too much, or... At least he called. Alright, ride in silence. Our eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate. The musty stench of the decaying mansion greets you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. You could have. No, you should have waited for me. I'm too tired to argue. I'll see you in the morning. Alright, so she's like only mildly pissed off with me. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty on thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again, too. Another picture. This time them staring from a tree. What the fuck? Things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down from the ominous pictures on your phone. If it wasn't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable. As you settle in between your covers, your tired bones sinking in the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks. Trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified about what her uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. It's just the cat. It's always just the cat. That's kind of funny. I don't know how many of you guys have ever had a cat, but so many times, like, the cat would just, like, randomly jump on my bed and then, like, freak me out. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of the presence lets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into deep sleep. Oh. Oh. What? What's happening? What? Did she just shut the door with her mind? Okay. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate, as the dull aches from last night's activities throb in and out of focus. That's crazy. Have you guys ever made like a mistake in your life where like you just keep like kind of reliving it over and over again? Like you relive it while you're trying to go to sleep, and then you wake up and then you're like, oh my god, that actually happened. But yeah, you managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the shawl mine still stuck to your skin. Great, we got that all over our sheets. Take a shower or start your day without... I mean... You step in the guest bathroom and into the shower. Water is hot and surprisingly enough clean. The steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain. Every minute feels like another thread holding this town together starts to unravel. Thoughts of doom consume you. You're done here. Turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Check in the opossum. There's two of them now. Wave at them. Pet them. Maybe now they'll leave your dresser and return to nature where they belong. Look out the window. Alright, a lot of the stuff is the same, so... Wait, who's Reese? Morning, how are you guys holding up? Yeah, that sounds like something I'd say. Probably be a bit before you get a response. Text Stella. Do you want to hang out? Send her a photo of an exhausted Ben Affleck. Yeah, sure. You're in the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Who the hell is this? Fro glances at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to be as tidy as best she can. Here we go, baby! This is my favorite part of this game. Oh my god. Offer the red-headed woman your boiled peanuts. You hold out your boiled peanuts as an offering to the woman in the kitchen. Thank you so much for the generous offer, sweetie, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I had a really bad experience with boiled peanuts once in the summer of 2017? Wait, let me think. 2016. No, it was definitely 17. Anyways, my husband and Tulip and I were on this road trip up in Blowing Rock, and why do you still have those things? Hello? I'm Janie. I'm here to do my little weekly cleaning, whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie, it's so nice to finally meet you, Daddy Drunk. I mean, I guess I did meet you on the Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. Your poor, fragile constitution. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy to be part of the family. Is here to keep Miss Tabitha company with everything that's Janie. I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much ago? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Oh, are we having ice cream for breakfast? I'll have no sass from you today. They apparently had to take that little girl's foot last night. I knew it. I fucking knew it. They were gonna have to chop that shit off. So I'm under a lot of stress right now, in case you hadn't put that together. And there's no we here. This stuff is way too hard to get a hold of for me to share. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with the trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town. Every time I left you here alone, something terrible wound up happening. So you're coming with me. You can't tell me Rosalina lost her leg and act like nothing happened. Just because something terrible happened to someone, it doesn't mean that life doesn't go on. I mean, okay. Life has to go on, and let me assure you, what happened to that poor girl weighs heavily on my mind. Now, shall we go, or would you rather keep bombarding me with guilt for something I personally begged you not to do? Yeah, I'll be on in a couple minutes when we wrap up. I feel like shit from last night and I have my morning routine. Given your track record, if I let you out of my sight, you probably just disappear into the wilderness, only to return in the middle of the night after burning down City Hall. If I'm lucky, you'll give me a call at some point between dousing the building in kerosene and letting the match. Damn, this game knows me so good. Jenny, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Jenny approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Daddy Drunk, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before. Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now. And then I just heard it again. I wanted to say I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Last night was an unavoidable tragedy. But I'm afraid there's more to come. Oh dear, that sounds just dreadful. Have you considered stopping by the church at some point this week? My husband's the pastor, and he's been going absolutely stir crazy as we moved here. What with nobody really attending sermons. It'll probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Wait, you're married to that creepy youth pastor I've been hearing about? Oh dear. Are they still saying that about him around town? Would hope that would have faded as they got to know him. I'm not sure where it even came from. He's such a sweet man. He's a good father to our tulip. Always focuses his sermons on loving thy neighbor. But maybe the folks around here prefer the talk of fire and brimstone. Oh well, the offer still stands if you like to talk to someone. You can see for yourself whether or not he's creepy, as they say. Oh, that really does not make me want to go there. Enough dawdling. We're leaving. And Tabitha walked through the doors of the estate into the Beamer. The ride in the town was uneventful. Your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping in the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing in the general store? Picking up tea. Oh, I got you. Picking up tea. It's okay, Tabitha. You can tell me if Cybel's your dealer. Did you think I was taking you with me to buy drugs? Picking up normal tea for drinking. Wink. Sure you are. The events of last night are pretty cut and dried. Like, come on. Is it more believable that the Shaw mine collapsed because of the mysterious unseen forces? Or is it more believable that it collapsed because it was condemned to mine that was unsuitable for human beings? Good question. I think it's mysterious forces. People like Stella turn to conspiracy theories and the supernatural because they can't handle the truth. Oh, God. You can't handle the truth. Gay frogs. That our world is being ruled by chaotic forces that don't follow any kind of logical pattern. But things can happen to good people suddenly and for no reason. That's true. You can choose to accept that, or you can live in denial. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay. Keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you would never have. Let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Uh-oh. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. I'm glad she's finally letting loose. Maybe her family will stop taking advantage of her. True. Her family is taking advantage of her because she lets them. Not because she normally measured and composed. But a spell like that means nothing if she's still here next year. And yet again the year after that. If anything, it just tightens the ties that bind your hair. I think you're only saying that because you want to leave. Haven't we been over this already? I have responsibilities. If I'm not here, I want to do my job. All of these lives are effectively over. We're burning daylight. Come on. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. Smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Damn, Tabitha's really hooked. Daddy's drunk. If you like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute with the drugs. I can't believe you tried to tell me you weren't here to buy drugs. Oh. She most certainly is. Didn't you know? There's no better place in Scarlet Hollow to stock up on the devil's lettuce than my little old tea shop. What? I'm not some kind of stoner. You know what? It doesn't matter. Think what you will. I'm just pulling your leg, dear. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow. They both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them. Try to listen in. You find a subtle spot near the door and listen in. The walls to the tea room are surprisingly thick. You can only make out snippets of the conversation. I know it's a longer, short notice. Aren't easy to come by. Is there enough? Just fine. Make sure this is all. I'm not keeping it. You only have one. Plenty of time. Oh shit. Do you know what this means? More people to try to get my peanuts too. But ain't Daddy drunk? Oh, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. She was there with Stella last night in the woods. Pleasure to meet you, sir. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all the unpleasantries. How have you been? Hanging in there? Can't complain. I miss old Birdie. There's nothing I can do for her now except for pick the rest of my brood. Brood? That's like a Zerg? Are you a Zerg player? We even set the missus up with her pistol. I got my pistol too, Bo. Good thing we were watching. Nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty. As if he could have carried off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. Oh, sorry, I should be doing a southern accent for this, my bad. It ain't like we're taking her to the state fair anyway. Now all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mama had a tin big enough for big Betty sized pie, Daddy. Things we saw on Monday are called ditchlings. Sound like some old folk tale. Suppose it suits them. As for being an omen, I believe that too. I suppose there ain't much to be done if they forewarning some kind of disaster. Besides looking out for me and mine. So I appreciate you telling me, Daddy Drum. Alright, nice seeing you, Duke. It was a pleasure running into you, Daddy Drum. You best get on with our shopping. Can't spend too long away from the farm with those little devils running around. Can't leave Mama all by herself up there for very long. Y'all have a good one. Hope Scarlet Hollow treats you better from now on. It was nice meeting you, Daddy Drew. Please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry to hear about her mama. They shuffle off. Tabitha and Cybele are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god. I ever slept. So I'm gonna make myself breakfast. Meet at the library after and figure out plan. Hey again, lol. If you wanna come over for breakfast, would not hate it. Hopefully they have better food than slime. Oh hey again. You wanna hang up for the library thing? Parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It'll be hard to miss. What's that? Can't possibly get any more text. What? This is Isaac's from the mine. He gave me your number yesterday. I'm out behind the diner if you want to talk. Shit. I don't know what to do here. I mean, this one is street smart. Probably have time to slip off of here and see what Isaac's have to say before Tabitha even knows you're gone. I thought you weren't gonna show. Here I am. So I haven't a lot of time to talk, especially with you. I put two and two together. I know you're related to the boss. And the other guys are still riled up. They're talking action. If they saw me out here with you, they think I was some kind of scab. But none of them will listen to me. Especially now. They got bigger things to worry about than a single missing miner. I haven't forgotten about them though. Anything you want to know, just ask. So Tabitha was dating an employee? Yeah, it wasn't the first time either. I knew some of the other fellas she dated. They said she was the coldest woman they'd ever met. had a habit of dropping them a few months in before picking up the next poor son of a bitch who fell for Willies. I guess us coal boys are pretty desperate. Especially when a woman of means like that approaches you. You know, never know if you're gonna be the one who lucks out and locks down that old family wealth. Guess Wayne wasn't lucky. Do you think Tabitha did something to him? Poor Lan. I don't know what it would be like, but something happened up at that house. The week it went down, everyone was so up in arms about Miss Perlan's death. Almost no one cared about the fact that some transplant miner had gone missing. What the fuck? Like, it had something to do with her death? No, absolutely not. Heard it was natural causes, died in her sleep. She was old and a smoker. True, true, true. Figured her lungs finally gave up on her. If anybody did anything, it was the family doing something to him. What kind of action are people talking? Talking about a strike. You didn't hear it from me. Wayne's not missing. I keep running into him. But why wouldn't he come tell me he's alright? Where is he staying? Why is he hiding from everyone? It doesn't sound like him. I'm not sure the man you think is Wayne is really him. I don't know where he is now, but he doesn't feel human. A day ago, I wouldn't have believed you. But I've seen some weird shit since getting off work last night. Got some kind of hairless monkey rifling through my trash. I couldn't get this whispering out of my head last night. You saw a ditchling. They're a bad omen. No shit. Sounds like something Johnson would run his mouth about. Who am I to question that, though? This whole town's going to hell. Why would he be following me? Damned if I know. Suppose Tabitha could have told him about you. Maybe he's trying to get someone close. Seems like a pathetic move to me, but relationships change people. Maybe even a man like Wayne could be broken by someone like her. Sure, I can tell him about that. Oh. I feel like these are major, like, story things that I should really care about, but text your cousin. Are you serious? On top of everything else I have to deal with? Who told you? Where even are you? Wait, is this a prank? Did Stella put you up to this? My sources are confidential. If you want good info, they'll stay that way. Thanks for letting me know. Good to know where your loyalties lie. I really don't know how I feel about Tabitha. Head back to the mine to stay ahead of this. See you after work. Well, I'm not gonna stay out of trouble. Okay. Let's go to Stella. Stella? Stella!
Back again? Jesus. Get fucked.
Hey, sorry I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in a lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed, and I can make some breakfast. Yeah, do you have any slime? What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs, and biscuits? Maybe just a classic scramble? I also have toaster waffles. I do like toaster waffles. Offering biscuits after I had one of Winnie's. Somebody has a family recipe, huh? Maybe. I never said they'd be as good as Winnie's, but I certainly got a trick or two up my sleeve. Tofu? No. I really love toaster waffles. But on Tuesday I did have pancakes, so I'm going with pancakes. And like a stack of cakes for breakfast. Oh. That's a huge jumpsuit. I didn't realize that we could flirt in this game. This used to be my lucky get up from back when I did ghost hunting videos. Though I guess you might call it unlucky since I never actually got to see a ghost. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. Or the kind of bad luck where we don't find anything. Should we start on the food? Yeah. Pancakes are pretty easy though. The real challenge is not burning them. And not undercooking them. You can undercook them a little bit. But hey, at least the ingredients are easy to assemble. I'll handle the dry stuff, you mix the wet stuff. Oh. I mean, Stella, I think you're gonna be the wet stuff, right? If you don't mind, I'm gonna make an egg for myself while you work on the mix. I think I kind of need an egg too. Anything interesting happened while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? I haven't talked to Oscar yet, but apparently they need to amputate her leg. Amputate. I baked some cookies last night after we got home. I was a little restless. I'll bring them over today. I'm not sure what else I can even do. You can't do fucking anything. Your leg's gone. What the fuck is a cookie gonna do? Though cleansing his house of spiritual residence will probably be helpful too. Hope you haven't forgot about our ghost hunting plans. Yeah, tonight's hunt. I'm pumped. I can't wait. There's the ghost. Yeah, screw our friend's leg. Let's talk about our plan. We can walk around. It'll be a breather, unless you count Tommy Knockers as ghost. Or Wayne? Oh boy. Wait, I didn't have to help with the pancakes. So I'll take your bowl from the dumping into our flour and whisking it quickly with the ingredients. Now we pray to the pancake gods for the perfect snack. What? No. I kind of want to know more about Tabitha, actually. Why are you so bothered with Tabitha? She's so mean to you. I don't think that's true. She's distant, sure. And kind of... tears? But I think that's just her way of joshing with me. Are you sure? The whole banned from the mind thing. She's so funny. Yeah, it's great. You're just gonna get you're gonna get banned from there, and then if the cops come back, then you're going to jail. I don't like that she treats you like that. You deserve better. But she treats everyone like that. I'm just more persistent. If everyone backed off when Tabitha acted prickly around them, they'd be entirely cut off from the rest of the world. You and Tabitha give off a bit of an ex's vibe. True. Haha, is it that obvious? I guess you could say we kind of dated. Oh, here we go. It was never really official, and she might tell it a little differently. But as far as I'm concerned, that was my first relationship. Oh boy. Do you still have feelings for her? It's hard to say. I still care about her, you know? So, you play for left field, though? Maybe more like center? Okay, so she's bi. What was it like dating her? She's hilarious. And I don't know, it's hard to explain what draws you to somebody. Like the challenge of breaking down all those walls she built up around herself. It was kind of like training a wild animal, you know? But it all just kind of stopped after high school. I guess we didn't see each other every day, and she was always busy at the mine, so there wasn't much of a chance to hang out anymore. Sometimes I wish I could have done more to keep it going. I could have used someone like her after the big accident. Kanika was at school already, Reese was sick, and Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. I was, well, it's ancient history. Can't change the past. Time for the first flip. I'll need your moral support for this. Stella's face screws in concentration. She readies herself to flip the pancake. Whoops. Well, the first one is always practice anyway. It'll just be a little lopsided. There are no mistakes in the kitchen, as a great woman once said. I don't know. I don't like a lot of these options. So I'm just gonna wait for breakfast. Looks like we're all done. Great. Okay, with that, breakfast is served. And I didn't want to wait for breakfast because, like, I didn't want to learn more about her. It's just the options were kind of like weird. They're kind of like off the wall. And look, I didn't burn any of them. The pancake gods wanted to make sure I would impress my guest with my incredible breakfast skills. It doesn't have to be breakfast, by the way. We can make pancakes. If there's a hot local single in my area, and you want pancakes at 10 a.m. or like 10 p.m., I'll definitely do that. nice to take things a little easy after the past couple of days. True. As you and Stella started to dig in, you're interrupted by a phone alarm sounding off. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. If they're still doing it after last night. I wonder how far the news has spread. Either way, it's a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and see how Rosalina's doing. We're good. We can warn him of the coming danger. Yeah, you're not happy about that. I don't think he'll be very receptive. It'll be a blast, though. Let's scarf this down and head on over. Biscuits? But we didn't make any biscuits. Don't worry about it. What the fuck do you mean? We spent the last 30 minutes making pancakes. And then now all of a sudden you're gonna be like, oh yeah, we're bringing biscuits over. What? You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual, small crowd. Now we're just waiting on Kanika. Hey. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Daddy Drunk to the mayor for like the entire time I've known him. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? No, I don't. No, I don't want to meet this. What the? Is that a... He's a dog. You know what? I think this is the perfect time to just end the stream. I have no fucking clue what to say. I'm impressed. This game is just like it definitely has twists and turns that I would never expect in my entire life. Okay. Goodbye everyone.